Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to numero 6 here in the month of June. Welcome back. Of course, if you were here about, I don't know, 5 minutes ago, and we're here just stopping by again for another cast. We have another one coming up here today. It's going to be very, very exciting one. We have Revolution versus Sakura Gaming. And today I am Aries with their play-by-play casting, where Fused is with the camera of what you guys are seeing. And we, of course, have Man of Class with the color commentating as usual. How are you doing today?
I mean, I got some water, and I literally just smacked my first mosquito of the season, so I'm all good. I'm getting ready to get big good. We just had a 3-2 series, and always 5-map series. That's the ones you want to go for. So hopefully we get another one, because that's always the most exciting thing to do. And a reverse sweep, even at that, that was the most exciting thing about it.
And the jinxing that came with it. And speaking of this match, we have someone in here, someone pretty special. Coffee, welcome to the booth. And how are you doing today?
Hello, I'm good. A little nervous for my guys, but I'm good.
So, what team are you for, and what do you do for that team?
So I am basically, I am part of Sakura Gaming. I help manage and coach the boys. Basically what I do for them.
Yeah, and it's great to have a coach in here because you can see what their training schedule is like. And have you actually watched any film and gone over film with the team of Revolution?
I wish that we had more time to do so. We were scrambling to get our roster set and together before this tournament, but I think just the amount of game time and experience, I really think our synergy could sneak us away some clutch wins and fights.
Yeah, it's definitely something that you want to have going into fights and different things like that. And with your coaching style, do you prefer to do macro, micro coaching with your team?
So I'm only one of our 3 coaches, but for me personally, it's more of a macro game. I think just making our team a cohesive 6 before destroying the small things. I want to focus on the big things, you know.
Yeah, it's definitely a huge thing is the communications. And speaking of communications, do you feel like you guys have a really fluid and solid communication setup with the team so far?
I think from ladder stars to meme lords, I think our communication is pretty sound.
Gotta love to have the icebreakers in there, and the guys that'll definitely keep it chill, but definitely want to have some of that seriousness with you. And do you guys have any set ideas of what you want to do for the pick and bans and any strategies? Don't have to go into detail, but do you have any of those?
I just want to see if there's any Revolution fans out there. This is our game plan. We're gonna play a lot of goats and hope that it works.
I'm sure there are some Revolution fans out there that are definitely messaging their favorite player right now or saying, hey, they're running goats. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how your team is going to be faring here against Revolution on Lijiang Tower 2. Started off on control, and what do you guys feel is... Actually, you know what? I'm not going to answer that or ask you that question because I feel like that might end up just playing a little bit too much in the favor of Evolution. But do you feel with this lineup that, and how quickly you've been able to slap it together, that you're going to be able to, you know, slap it on the wall and make it stick?
I think if any group of guys could do that, it's the 6 I have right now.
And do you know what the confidence level with your team is right now going?
I think for this first map they gotta get the nerves out, but these guys have confidence beyond belief once they get the ball rolling. You know, all it takes for them is one little thing.
That's great to hear, and I'm sure we'll be getting into this match very, very short. Thank you, Coffee, for coming in here and sharing your input on Sakura Gaming, and good luck with your team and good luck in the game.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was a fun little chat.
Yeah. All right, so we should be getting into this game in not too long. Man of Class, with that interview out of the way, do you have any expectations going into this game?
Look, we see some names on Sakura Gaming that I'm like, yeah, are you like trying to maybe emulate pro players? Because we've got Dante, you know, missing the H, but might not be missing the H factor, you know, that Dante has of the Outlaws. We have Dexter there, not exactly the same spelling as we have Dexter. I think it was with Sky Foxes at some point, so Contenders player. So they're maybe trying to get some of that influence in there. It's possible, you know, you don't know. On the other side, maybe have Spades, not missing the ace off. You know, it's a very, you know, known name within the community. Jai there, Simus, Momo, Heike, Shits. Like, there's a lot of things here that they spark up some excitement, I think. So we'll maybe see some of that come out. And, you know, obviously, you know, I love that bait, you know, saying, oh, we're going to play a lot of goats and see how it works out. But, you know, in the end, they're just going to run out of DPS. That could really be happening. Because he sort of floated a little bit an idea of ladder stars going to the meme lords. And it's saying, like, ladder stars are often not the most team coherent goats players. Yeah. So they're often more rotating or gravitating towards these DPS comps. But again, he might have not meant it that way. So we really don't know what's going to come out. Sakura again, your really new team, Revolution, I don't believe has been together for that long either. So we definitely looking for a very interesting matchup here.
For sure. And with that, well, you said names and how they're related to stuff. This isn't related to anything, but I think my favorite name in here so far is Sea Moose. Up here in Canada, that just sounds awesome. Anyways, sidetrack there a little bit, but we are starting on the Legion.
Come on, you have seals. You have like in Dutch we call them sea dogs. So like that's how we awesome. Call them. So sea moose is actually, because that's plural and singular at the same time, because I think that's the same word for moose.
Is that a narwhal? Like...
I think so. No. It's I don't know what it would. I don't know what it would be. But it's like some sort of dolphin with antlers or something. I don't know what it would be. But we're gonna get into a goats v goats matchup.
Yeah,
let's go.
And here they go. In this, Shies is able to get the first pick here in this game against Dexter, and Revolution's gonna have the early advantage here. Hakara is High-key, that's just how I'm gonna pronounce it so far. It's gonna be going down here, and Sox as well. And it looks like Revolution will be able to take first control of the point, and a very nice opening fight for them so far.
Yeah, that's good pronunciation as well. High key, just like as if it's a key flying high. That's definitely correct. And we have Skiz coming out here on the Reinhardt, doing very well, over pressuring Kivana straight away. So Kivana, I think, but. He was going for a little bit of those boop plays, not getting anything with the shield of Kivana goes so low.
Oh, there's a huge over the shatter. It's fat. And there's a Swiffer Swiper, where you at? Because that was just absolutely magnificent. That didn't really make much sense. I just botched that. But anyways, moving past it, Twitch chat, please don't roast me. But here we are going into this, and Revolution is looking dominant right now. They are at 30% on the point so far. Cannot make any snap judgments right of now. Let's see if they can keep it going. And it looks like they're going to be diving in on them right now. It's Sakura, but it's just not working at all. Shiz is absolutely down there. Ham just is putting the nail in the coffin right now, and Revolution is just taking control.
Yeah, they don't want to dive on them, but they kind of dove into them. And don't worry about Twitch chat. Like, Twitch chat is full of senpais. They will notice you. So yeah, that's going to happen, Aries. But traders just got to get betrayed, honestly. Going back into his face, gets taken out as Baby Diva, long stagger. Up to 65% here already for Revolution. So Sakura really has to start making some moves here. And not a lot of moves they can make with this ult disadvantage that they keep running into.
Yeah, it's about all 6 ultimates, just Seamoose there without his sound barrier. And they're going to be going straight through this market, it looks like. And Seamoose, speaking of, is going to be able to get that boop onto the Reinhardt. And there's a huge shatter there from Shiz, not to get anything out of it except for Ki Gavahana, and the damage output is just excellent right now, and Revolution is possibly going to be taking this flawlessly without them even touching the point once.
Yeah, I think Momo might have actually even been the first death on their team. Like it's been a little bit of a hassle here. They do manage to touch the point, and they have some. Okay, well they have some ultimates to work with and some resources, but Kevana just goes down after the shatter, and does Ein also just falling. So I'm not feeling it right here for Sakura Gaming on this first stage. It's just not going to happen.
Not at all. They're able to contest it a little bit here, but it's not going to be that great of a contest as they will be going down here, and Nightmare will falter the Revolution. And they're definitely revolutionizing this point, I guess. There you go. Segue? I don't know. But 1-0 to them.
Yeah, Revolution obviously not to be confused with the American Revolution that came into the Open Division playoffs. So... yeah, it's not the same team, not the same players whatsoever. It's not like they changed their names. It's actually a different team for anyone who might have been wondering.
I thought you were going into like the American Revolution.
No. Is it the same team name change? I'm getting it through, but I've looked at the players that it didn't really look like the same team whatsoever. So might be, might not be. Apparently there is some sort of relation between at least. So let's keep that trend going. But we're gonna see the May goats versus the standard goats here. So hoping to see this wall pay off happily. We obviously see Skits going to this other route that a lot of teams will be taking to not be walled off, which is not gonna happen. The wall is just in the complete wrong position, so no advantage there. And so much damage going into Sakura Gaming straight away.
Yeah, we've definitely seen a lot of the May so far on Li Jing, especially in control. And Jay is able to get those first kills there, and Momo as well. And they're just going to be able to back them off of the point again. See when they're going to actually capture the point, because they haven't so far. But Moose is able to get that nice boop there onto Dante. And this has been absolutely beautiful from Revolution so far on Li Jing.
Yeah, we heard Coffee saying they might have to warm up a little bit, might get ready into it. But Skits is ready for this flank shatter, and I don't know if they're going to be ready for that one.
Check your corners, kids. Check underneath your beds, but it's not actually going to be able to come out. Ooh, but Momo and Heike are able to bail him out there a little bit. He's going to be taken down here, but here comes on the side of Dante, and Key's also going to be able to pop his ultimate. There's a rally on the side of Heike. Surge and the Transcendence. But it's going to be going in the way of Revolution right now. And they are just doing so much damage and able to pop those ults with it. But they popped a lot of them. And they're going to have the Diva Bomb and the Sound Barrier on the side of Revolution. That's it.
It's so unbelievable as well. You get that Reiner completely out of position and you catch him out, but then they catch two of your players. That just shouldn't happen. So they really need to be able to get something more out of it. They'll have the Graviton and the Transcendence and the Self-Destruct, so they should be able to get something going without that Transcendence on the other side. But it's going to be rough. I mean, will they even win a fight? That's not the question. Will they even win a fight on this map?
Yeah, because they have not been able to touch the point, really. And the Fire Strikes need to be coming out here from Key. They have not landed at all so far, and that's a key thing. And the Transcendence is on the side of Dazen. And Sox is going to have that Graviton Surge, and speaking of it, it's going to be popped here. She's is going to be going down here. The Diva Bomb is going to be able to pick up one. And here comes another Diva Bomb, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough right now. As Revolution are just absolutely hammering them right now. At 85% on the point, and that was just really a wasted fight. I mean, Ultimates went into it, but they are going to have the ult advantage going into this last fight, possibly.
I think the Ultimates, I mean, you use that Graviton, you know they only have a Sound Barrier to work with, and they still are able to just live through that. Kavana going down, nice charge here, but it's not going to be enough because Spades gets killed into Traitors.
Yeah, and here comes Revolution on the defense right now. Key is going to be taking a lot of damage. He's going to be going down here, and so is everyone from them, and this has not been a very good showing from Sakura so far. And that's Li Jing quickly over and done with. Revolution is going to be able to go up 1-0 in this series. But as like we saw earlier on about 2 hours ago today, the team that won Li Jing didn't win the series. But
no, but this is a very different story, I'd say. I mean, there wasn't one team fight that went even slightly in the way of Sakura Gaming here. So even when they had, I wouldn't say a definitive advantage, but a very good advantage going into that fight where they had the grab and there was no Transcendence on the other side, they're still not able to keep them alive. And a lot of it has to do with the focus fire that comes in from Revolution, because it's so good. They really have such good focus fire. Kivana almost never be able to do anything without that shield. Like a shield up, it's almost every time he didn't have it up, he would just not stay alive. So yeah, I'm not gonna prematurely call it, but it's looking grim for Sakura. And even though Coffee said they might have to warm up a little bit, it's a lot of warming up still to do. I mean, they really got to go from very far below 0 to very far above 0 here if they want to get anything done.
Let's pray they have a punching bag right beside them to get warmed up. But the pick and bans will be coming in here, and Revolution have the choice of banning a map. And yet again, if you wouldn't mind, if there are any teams in here that are watching, you know, possibly scout on their competition, please look at the rules. First of one, you should always do that. And second of all, please look at the maps. It's just, you know, I'm smiling.
Paris is banned, so at least they're aware that Paris is in the pool. Or they might have just been guessing, like, if it's in the pool, we just do not want to play it.
Any mini mighty mo at that point.
Yeah, but I mean, a very, very nice one. Nice ban there. At least we have already seen it tonight. I don't need to see it again. Just see a different map here. They're gonna get Temple played here. They don't need to pick Assault. They can pick any map type, but they choose to go to Anubis regardless. And we'll see what happens here. I mean, Sakura presumably wants to play a lot of goats, but we'll see.
I don't know if that's the right decision, especially from what we just saw. But
I don't know if any decision is gonna be the right decision at this point, because if like losing there in Lijiang, that had nothing to do with the compositions. That was just a pure team outplay of Revolution. There was a lot of play. You can obviously break down everything and see where everything went wrong, but that just goes beyond what my job is at this point. That's like really up to the coaches of Sakura Gaming. Apparently they have 3, so they should be able to get a lot out of this. And I'm really curious to see, you know, if they can maybe do something better in this case. They're gonna save Brigitte on the side of Revolution, so not the Lucio that we often see being saved here. And the ban that's going to come out is going to be a ban on Ana, which I'm not sure what that tells us. And I'm curious to see what's going to happen, because they kind of sees that they want to run something that Ana can be good against. And often what you'll see is if a team doesn't run a Diva, Ana becomes more played. So they could be wanting to run a Roadhog or something like that, or maybe a Mei or a Sombra. And in that case, the Ana would be more playable for the side of Revolution. But that is the only thing I can really imagine. Because while Ana is very impactful, she often is not that played when there is a Diva on the other side.
Yeah, going with that, and on top of this should be interesting to see. And with the role that we just saw, I mean, let's see if Sakura is warmed up. Let's pray they are, because I really want to see some good Overwatch being played here today. And let's hope that they're warmed up right now. And going on Temple of Anubis, what compositions would you expect to see?
I mean, there's definitely an option for Orisa-based compositions. It's definitely becoming back, especially on a map like Anubis. On attack, though, on attack kind of depends, right? Because if the enemy team runs a 3-3, you have a choice if you want to go either the DPS route or a 3-3 matchup route. On the defense, you're locked in, and Assault is really that mode where you're so locked into your defense that you need to have something that can deal with almost everything. That's why you see skits come out here on the Winston instead of the Reinhardt. Because even though they're still playing the 3-3, if there's more DPS or more of a mobile composition coming out from the attackers, you need to be able to do more and be more versatile with your positioning and your shielding, and that's why they pick a Winston. Whereas, you know, on the attackers, they could just run out with a Sombra, scout it, or run out with everything, scout it, and see, oh, they're running the Winston goats, where you guys are going to run something that works very well against that. So that's something that comes into factor here. Doesn't really matter. Sakura is going to run out on this 3-3 and see if that's going to work for them.
Yeah, going with this 3-3, like you said, up on this little bit of a platform, there's going to be no shields on the side of Revolution on this defense, and going into a little bit of a cubbyhole with the shield pack and the health pack, and Shiz able to get that nice early pick there onto Dante, and Spades is looking to pressure this right now. It looks like now he's just going to be able to back off of it, and they're going to try
they're gonna spawn camp Dante here. That is coming back from spawn, and Skids is just waiting. He's just saying, like, yeah, I'm gonna come back from spawn. He's gonna kill you.
He's just gonna be over there, just like coming back from spawn.
That's fine though, because they could just start attacking here without Dante. You know, Skids has used this jump, is not gonna be able to be there. So main tank missing for the defense. That was actually maybe a misplay.
Ooh, Momo is gonna be taken down as well, and Space is gonna get demech'd here. He's getting very low though, and that is a very nice push there from Sakura. Seems is gonna be able to get a really nice kill there on Zayzin. And here they come back in it. That Primal Rage, that Diva Bomb's not Diva Bomb, but able to get remech'd here, and Shiz not able to get anything as well. Sox is able to get Seamoose, and this fight is looking very, very much in the favor of Sakura right now.
And it kind of all comes down to that one missed or mistimed or not really well placed jump from Skids, because as soon as he did that, in the center, he was 1v1ing Dante for a little bit, and then he jumped up, but he didn't jump back to his team. He jumped somewhere in the middle, so he was completely unable to help his team out on the high ground, and that's when they engaged for Sakura Gaming. So now they'll not only have this, they'll be up in Shatter Charge. They have the Shatter, and the defense does because they only switched. They will be down the self-destruct though, which Spades will have, but the main thing is going to be a sound barrier. If they do take this fight quickly, they'll be able to overpower Seamoose with that.
Yeah, and they're going into the side corridor right now, and going with this, the ultimate economy is looking very good for both teams right now, but it's Sakura looking like they have the advantage with it, and they're going to be pushing on to this point. And here comes the rally and the Graviton Surge and the Transcendence of the Graviton Surge on the other side, but there's also there, and Spades is able to get a double and able to get Traders out of his mech. And that's a very huge kill there, and Sakura is going to be wiped right now. Very, very nice ult there, and able to combo it.
I mean, the most huge play about that was just Spades eating the Graviton. That was so much bigger. So if Sox gets that grab off, you have a little bit of a different fight, because both teams are going to be locked in the same positions, and that self-destruct might not even come out from Spades at that point, because, you know, he's going to be stationary. But because he ate the grab, he knew he can just, you know, walk around for free and throw that bomb out whenever. So that was very problematic for the attackers, and now they're going to be running into a support disadvantage, plus, you know, a shatter from Skids.
Yeah, and their Diva and the Lucio is going to be perched up on the top side. See how long that lasts. It's not looking like very long.
The flank shatter.
There's a really nice shatter there. We've seen a lot of those Shiz able to get a double, and Seamoose as well going to add on to it. And that's a very nice ultimate there. Again, able to use those single ultimates to win a fight, and that's definitely what happened there. And able to push them back to their spawn. They're finally gonna be popping back over here, but Spades is able to get Traders.
Yeah, Spades just get Traders late. It's just a little bit of a stagger. Traders will have the self-destruct coming back in, but they're ways away from the Graviton and not that close to sound barrier at all. So there's still a little bit of a disadvantage here. They could do something with maybe a Shatter coming up soon and the self-destruct. We've seen that working very well on the last series, but they look to be again at the stalemate that we've seen on Li Jiang coming out as well, where their ultimate rotation is just not out-rotating the defenders here.
Yeah, and the ultimate economy is going to be very, very good on the teams right now, as it does look like Revolution have the upper hand in it, especially on this defense. And they're going to be going through this side room again, side hallway, and they're going to have basically all ultimates up. And there's a Graviton Surge rally, and and he's actually going to kill him with the Graviton Surge. Don't see that very often. Spades is able to clean it up here, and yet again, nice ultimate usage there, and Traders is the last one alive, and he's just going to get staggered.
Yeah, that's not that ultimate usage. You say that's nice ultimate usage, but it's actually not so much, because they used almost everything they have, and now there's going to be 5 ultimates up for the attackers. They do get the stagger on Traders, but that's not going to be enough to build up 3 or 4 ultimates that they kind of really need for this next fight, because these 5 ultimates, oh, they're spawn camping them. This is so brutal. How does Kivana go down there? Just walk back and spawn. He was already in the door. Wow. Oh, that is brutal. And they do build up some more ult charge, but once again, they don't have that overwhelming ult bank that the attackers have right now, and they're not going to be able to build up enough. Like, Skids has to be so huge with his Shatter that he essentially denies value from 3 or 4 ultimates together with Momo's Transcendence, because those 2 ultimates need to make the difference here for them. For sure with that, and the route's going to be popped in here, and so is the sound barrier. Dexter and Dante going to be popping their ultimates, and that rally's going to be going down here. And there's that
Shatter, it's able to get 3 there. Sox is gonna get absolutely melted. And Key as well. And that's gonna be that fight win there. And 2 ultimates lost on the side of Sakura. Able to build up that ultimates.
I mean, that was all set up by Seamus. He just boops off Kivana off that high ground, like a bridge. And Kivana chooses to walk to the more dangerous side towards the enemy team. The rest of his team just keeps standing on that bridge, get shattered for free because there's no shield to block it. And that's just the fight over. Shatter needed to be huge, and they just set the shatter up. But more importantly, Sakura Gaming just let them set that shatter up so freely. That was really risky.
Yeah, it's really risky as well. And Seamus, like you said, able to get in that and be the really big difference maker. And High Key's trying to be a difference maker here, and so is a Graviton Surge, and the Diva Bomb's going to be coming out as well. Able to catch anyone. That Transcendence from Momo as well, and Sox is going to get soloed out here, and that's a huge kill onto that Zarya. And there's that Graviton Surge coming out from Jay. It's able to clean them up. And wow, what a fight from Revolution to come out from that. And what do you think about the ultimate usage there?
Well, I mean, once again, it's not necessarily the ultimate usage, it's just denial of the ultimate value from Revolution here, because Seamus once again booping Kivana in a key moment where he was going to try and charge someone away from the Graviton, but he got booped to the side by Seamus, so was once again in the pit. And the pit's just not been their friend. And Seamus has not been their friend from Sakura Gaming. Makes sense, it's their enemy right now, but
yeah,
Kivana just gets caught out so often and so almost easily. And now once again, Skitz is here, going to set up this flank shatter, and with 30 seconds left, I'm going to feel like he's got a lot of value. Oh, even Spades, look how far behind he in the miss. He's almost in their spawn.
Oh my goodness.
By Dante, but they're so overconfident here.
Oh.
Rightfully so, because once again, they get the follow-up.
Diva Bomb's not able to catch anything, but 14 seconds left. And the amount of stall, and they're possibly not even going to be able to catch the point.
No, they're not. They're not going to be able to. 7 seconds, and maybe a Wrecking Ball can make it there, but there's no point.
No.
Traders get staggered out again. Kivana's going to try, but like I said, barely gets past the gate here. It's
what was that? 4 minute, 5 minute hold?
No, longer than that, because they had basically one attack. So they attacked for about 1.5, 2 minutes. So that was about 6 minutes, I'd say 4.2.
Wow.
It was a very long time, but yeah, honestly, very good play on first for Sakura Gaming. But after that, they're just not able to deal with the CC that comes out from Revolution. And Revolution's able to put out that CC because they're so good with this teamwork. It's so tight. Everything just comes out. It comes together for them. All those boops, all the shatter, all the bombs, all the grabs, like everything works together as a team. And you see how confident they are. They know exactly when to go in, when to go out. They have the confidence to just keep going, and it's because they just know. They have this shot card that's just very decisive. Just says, we're gonna go now, and we're gonna go back, and we're gonna go back, and we're gonna keep going, and they still get kills even though they really shouldn't. And that's partially because they just keep going, but also because they definitely see the misposition of Sakura Gaming a lot. When Kivana is just a few steps too far forward out of his spawn, when Das Ein has that going, the staggers on traders. There's just so much going on there, and we're gonna see the same defense come out that we saw from Revolution here. But on the attack, Revolution's gonna run their Winston again, and on point A, that's not an unpopular choice.
Yeah, not very much at all, as it can dive in there. And yeah, this is not gonna be a bunker composition going to be coming out, and let's see what Revolution are going to be coming with. It looks like they're going to go on the left-hand side, go up onto the bridge part, and let's see how they're going to be going with this. Momo might be the X factor going into this, see if he can get those heals off, and Trader's actually going to get demed here, and Momo, as I said, is able to get one there onto Kiev, and this point is just going to be open season right now for Revolution, as they're just going to be able to cleanly take it right now. And very, very nice fight from them there.
And Seamus plays a little bit of an unconventional style of Lucio right now, where he's not necessarily with his team, but everything he does sort of works for the team. A lot of Lucios will opt to even when they're wall riding, stay relatively close to the team. Seamus really uses a lot of the space at the map, goes out of his way, out of the team fight's way in order to go after single targets, to get these boo positionings, to do everything really. And now with 7 minutes left, it's very dire. But we've seen it happen from Revolution as well, so we could still get a draw here.
We definitely could, but it's going to be very interesting because they only need a tick. And here they go onto the point right now, looking to end it right now. And here comes a routes from both teams, and there's a Primal Rage as well. And this looks like it's it for Temple of Anubis. It really looks like it.
Yeah, and so close to 2-7, so close to the grab, but they were just not able to get the follow-up.
Team kill, GG's on Temple of Anubis. It's
a 2-0.
Yeah, 2-0 right now.
Yeah, once again, I really don't feel like this is a series where we can see the reverse sweep. I'd like to see them be able to get one map out.
If we get another one.
Sakura Gaming wants to play the 3-3 as much as possible. They were not lying about that. And unless they're going to go with a very controversial map pick and like a very unconventional but maybe very good comp right now, there's not a lot of chances I see them dragging even one map back. So yeah, this is going to be a quick one. Don't go anywhere because you will definitely miss everything. Don't blink. That's going to happen. I barely have trouble. I'm casting this and I'm already having trouble like not being able to blink. So definitely not recommending that as a viewer. We were talking for you as well, so you can even hear what we're saying and still follow the match a little bit. But we have to actually watch, and yeah, it's not good. I'm going to tell you, it's not good. It's not looking good for Sakura Gaming here. But we'll see. I mean, they're going to go with the Junkertown ban here. Once again, one of those maps where unconventional comps are a little bit more popular. So, or at least a lot more popular. Junkertown's really those maps where you really don't know what's going to happen. Any team can win that. No. So that's why they just ban it out. They just don't want to go into one of those situations. They just want to get it over with.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to go into that.
And that's fine. I mean, I respect that. I definitely see why they do that. But I mean, we'll see. I mean, again, it's still very possible that this is gonna get pulled back. But yeah, Dorado is gonna be selected, so we're still gonna see an escort map.
Another Dorado.
Hey, Dorado is a fun map. I really like Dorado as a map. I don't know if I like it as much as Junkertown, or if I like Junkertown, I actually like that more. They're both fun maps. I've seen a lot of Junkertown lately, so going to Dorado is actually a nice change of pace. But yeah, once again, I really don't know if it really matters what map they're gonna go for. They're gonna save Brigitte again. Once again, I don't know if Brigitte's the one you need to save in any situation. It might be because they're Brigitte player, that's just all they play. Might be just because they just don't care. But we'll see. I mean, Sakura is just gonna try and ban something. And I don't think they're going to go for the non-3-3 matchup. So it doesn't really matter what they ban, because everything they're going to ban is not going to be part of 3-3, because they want to play that. So since Revolution's going to be happy with that, the pick and ban really doesn't matter in this match, I feel.
Yeah, and well, speaking of being your main, if they only play one thing, how about only play the MVP poll? Yes, that was smooth. I know. Anyways, so go ahead and vote for your MVP of the series match, or whatever you feel like. If it's your favorite player, if it's your son, daughter, whatever, go for it. And if you're on DLive, go ahead and hit us up on Twitch. Go ahead and, hit us up with that Twitch Prime if you feel like, or, hit us up with a sub, follow, or whatever you feel like, whatever your kind heart desires, because we all know you guys are beautiful, lovely people out there. Except for those keyboard warriors. Those are always fun. Anyways, but go out there and have that greatness with you. And we're going to be going on to Dorado. And this could possibly be the last map of today. I mean, this has totally been a absolute reversal of what the first game was. First series, but, I wish I got to see. We've seen a lot of great Overwatch today, and I'm hoping that we can see some more of it here on Dorado. I mean, you always have that small little bit of hope, don't you?
I mean, you always have that little bit of hope, and as casters, you always want to obviously make sure that viewers want to keep watching. but once again, like I have to be a little bit realistic here and say we cannot really expect much to happen. And the reason as well why we see the defensive pick come out here, it's like the defense first pick come out here from Revolution, is because well, essentially they just want to prove that they just want to get the series over a bit quicker. You see this happen a lot, so they just want to see how good can our defense be. They could use it as an opportunity to say like, oh yeah, so we start an attack so we can complete the map, and then we can hold them on first. Then practice our defense, but there's not really much use for it seems in this series, because they're just so overpowering. And we're gonna see the 3-3 matchup again. It's not gonna matter anything. I didn't even look what the ban was. Like, they're banning Winston, but it really doesn't matter. I mean, you won't see a Winston now. Well, that's. They really didn't need the Winston. It helped them, but they could do the same thing with the Reinhardt. So they're gonna do that. Skits is gonna be swinging around the corner, and Jay also ready with bubbles.
Yeah, and here they go into this fight. He's getting heavy damage onto him, and High Key's actually going to be the first one down here, and Key's also going to be going down as well, and so is Dante, and Revolution are just controlling this fight in their favor right now. And there's going to be 3 really nice kills from them, and yeah, they just really
They do trade out 2 picks though, so both Reinhardts and Brigittes went down, and of course the attack respawn's way closer, so you see them having to back up now. So that's actually a little bit of a good thing going for Sakura Gaming that they got that out. But Skits is so far ahead in that ult charge, it's actually insane. Traders choosing to stay out of mech just to be able to, because the mech's almost back, so we gotta get that out. And not losing that 40% ult charge, so that's also pretty nice.
Dox is going to be going down really low here, but not going to be taken fully down. They're going to be going over to the bridge. And speaking of bridge, Vegeta was saved. I don't know how I was able to slip that in, but anyways. Yeah, they're going to be going onto this fight here, and there's that rally going to be coming out, and that Earth Shatter, and it's going to be able to do some works here. Revolution's going to be falling right now, and they may lose the first point, possibly, and it looks like they will.
I mean, they lose that fight under the bridge, and now the card's going to get very close to that first point. Even if they're going to be able to defend it, it's going to be very last minute. And we see the attackers going very deep in order to get that hold. Skid's doing a very deep charge here, going so well. But are we going to see the actual defense come in? They do manage to make it there, but Seam was already down. And a nice Eden Graviton from Jay.
Oh my goodness, the ult jambalaya, as I like to call it, is going to become so far. Key is going to be going down here, and Shiz going to be popping that Earthshatter. It's able to get 2 here. Diva Bomb is able to get 1 there onto Socks, and it's just been ultimate control right now from Revolution. And it's just been totally in their way to this fight. And do you think they got their ult economy and straight there? Because they definitely used a lot of ults to bring that back.
And I mean, they had to if they wanted to defend it, and it really seems like they just want to defend on the first point. They'll have the grab and the sound barrier, not much else to work with, but the attackers don't have that much to work with either. So if you trade out those ultimates evenly, you're sort of going to be okay, because they know they're good at the vanilla fights, that they're like the dry fights. They don't really need the ultimates to win, but they just don't want to be at a disadvantage. That's all they're really looking at right now.
Of course, and here comes the rally on the side of Dante. Momo's going to be able to get a really nice early pick there onto Key. There's a sound barrier on the side of Revolution, and this is yet again just a nice team fight going in their way, and that sound barrier was only used there by Seamoose, and
they use a Graviton from Jay as well, so that's also gone. They use two ultimates. Nice, he's up to 44%, but not quite there. 50 now. Okay, so it's building up a little bit quicker. But once again, they go so deep, almost into their spawn, and it's
basically
just
might as well be ringing the bells.
Yeah, they still haven't capped first, of course, but now we see. So once again, right now you see Seamoose setting up for like one of those flank boops again, so they can set up the shatter. That's really what Seamoose is doing. He's never really with the team in these situations, and they're just gonna set it up. Seamoose is gonna go for it. You see him come out now, and he's gonna go for the boop, shatter. There we go, perfectly set up.
Yeah, nice. Here comes the Transcendence, and Jay's gonna get pinned there, but not any damage taken to him. There's D-Bomb's not able to get anything, but here comes the Graviton Surge and the Transcendence. Momo, the rally as well. Spades does have that Diva Bomb, and Jay is very, very close to this Graviton Surge. He's actually gonna be able to get it, and there's the Graviton Surge. Yeah, and that's gonna, wow. the Diva Bomb pushed him away, pushed Dexter away from pushing that to overtime. Huh.
Yeah, 100%. And just they almost got it to the checkpoint. So I guess the main thing they can still look at is having a first point hold. But that was, once again, it was so dominant that it's just the hopes you have, hopes and dreams for Sakura Gaming. They're gonna probably be set on the lower bracket run now, like, because it's not looking good for them in this first game. It's been so dominant, and you really can see that their roster hasn't been together for that long, because it's all these tiny little plays. The Brigittes, they're still not looking for the Lucio behind them. They're still not looking for all these other things, because they're so focused on their own game. They're so focused on trying to get their own thing off that they're not yet ready to think about what the enemy might be doing or what they might be doing against you. You have these things where you're 3 or 4 steps ahead, and
they're miles.
But like at this point, but Revolution doesn't need to be thinking about things at this point. They can just like, let's just try this, and if it doesn't work, we'll still pull it back. That's really how they're playing right now, and that confidence is really showing. And like the constant spawn camps, the constant aggression, the constant, we are really like, we just the constant, the attempts for flank shatters, the attempts for the boob shatters, the everything. It's all set up so elegant. It's set up elegantly, but also very confidently, and it really bodes well and gives us a lot of hope for the coming series in the future. And they're gonna have to go up against Citizens after this, who obviously won the last Watchers Brawl, so that's gonna be very exciting.
Yeah, we had the coach in here earlier, and he was talking about how they are very confident when there's something to be confident about, and they can get confident really easily. I don't think there's been anything to get so confident about.
These 2 straight picks and the mech is gone. It just flood over them. And the Brigitte is just standing on point. Momo isn't even with them. And I mean, they get the pick of the Seamus because he got a little bit overzealous there, but it just doesn't matter because you're just going to keep walking forward and the payload's going to get there eventually.
Yeah, this is like molasses basically, but
it is. They're just sticking to it.
It's a slow bleeding process basically.
Not that slow. I mean, they don't even burn a minute yet, and they're almost there. So yeah, not that slow for them this time around. But they're gonna win this fight as well. Looks like it. Nice shatter.
Yep.
Yeah. It's gonna be it.
Rally as well. Oh my god! And I'm getting a seizure.
They lose their main tank combo straight away just from that one play. I mean, the thing is, there's nothing to analyze about this. They're just better. That's literally what it is.
But by the way, I about just had a seizure from watching High Key because he literally turned his DPI up all the way and was shaking his screen. So yeah,
that's why I never go into player POVs, because it just doesn't work for me. One, because the current meta is obviously very chaotic particle-wise, but also because you might miss a few things here and there, like these flank shatter setups and everything. You know, you might not always see it on the stream when we call something out, but rest assured, you know, you're in good hands with Refused. So worry about that. Maybe we'll get. Well, let's see if we get someone in here for a post-match though, because we've had obviously Coffee from Sakura Gaming for the pre-match, and you know, maybe we'll get someone in here for the post-match now, because that's always fun. Let's see what they have to say about this one.
Yeah, and are you doing the post?
Yeah. I mean, I have some questions. I want to know. I want to know things.
Do it.
I always have these questions for people in any situation. So let's see if we're gonna get someone in here. But before we do that, obviously gives a little bit of shout out to our sponsors. Oh no, wait, sponsors. We do have some shout outs we can give you though to the just, you know, the everything here. Just get into get into the Discords, maybe get into the Twitch subscriptions, get into the Twitter followings, everything like that. It's all pretty good. Looks like we're gonna get Momo in here pretty soon though, so just waiting for that, obviously. Momo being the clutch Zenyatta we all needed. Just waiting for that in the come.
You see, you know, I did say there was going to be an X Factor. I don't know if there was. I think everyone was just a factor. We always talk about
that X Factor. Yeah. I mean, it was just the entirety of it. But here's Momo. Hey. Momo, welcome in here. Congratulations on the win, first of all, obviously. Was that a little bit of a business as usual type of game?
Most definitely, yes, sir.
Yeah. I mean, there's like we said, there's not much to analyze there. I really felt like you just were better, and sometimes you just have those games. Do you feel like you often played a little bit overconfident in certain things? Like yeah, I know a better team would have punished these plays, but we knew they wouldn't.
Yeah, more so. Yes, we were a little overzealous, but we knew that they're a lot weaker team, so we don't want to waste time. We just want to get this over with.
Get this over with. You know,
Yes.
I like it when teams are just very realistic about that. So you're very businesslike. I know sometimes you have these teams that they're they have this same overpowered matchup like you guys have, and then they come in and it's like they really did their best and they really did well. No, you're straight to business. I like that. Good straight to point. I mean, I obviously. It feels like you don't have very high goals aspiring as a team. Is like a specific thing you're looking forward to in the near future, or something that you really have set as a goal as a team, or like not necessarily like a certain tournament win or a certain like a certain strategy or like a path to something?
The goal is Contenders Trials.
Okay, yeah, it's very
Period.
simple. Yeah, very simple. I was expecting that answer, but I tried to phrase it a bit differently, so I might get something else out of you. Doesn't matter if I don't. I guess it's more interesting to talk about your next matchup, to be honest, because next up you're going to go up against Citizens, who you've probably, I feel you've probably know them a little bit, but they won the last Watchers Brawl in a relatively dominant fashion, I'd say. So are you at all, like, I wouldn't say scared about it, but do you have, like, at least expecting a little bit more challenge than this, of course?
It ain't no Lion's Den. We know what we're going to go into. It's just going to be a business again.
Obviously good. Are you at all, because you kept saving the Brigitte. Is there a reason why you saved the Brigitte over the Lucio, for instance, which we see happen a lot?
The Brigade just enables our behavior as a highly aggressive team. Heike is a wonderful flex DPS. He is in Brig Prison, but he's making his best. We're giving him, really great meals in the prison. We're letting him outside a lot rather than just 1 hour. He's not in solitary confinement. He's reveling in this.
Okay.
Oh goodness,
Okay,
I'm a
okay.
Brigade main, so.
Yeah, I mean, are you at all looking to do like I wouldn't say experiments, but to broaden the horizon a little bit further into 3-3, or like the small variations on it with the Winston here and there, or is it really just you don't necessarily have to give it all away, but it feels like you're very comfortable just playing the 3-3 everywhere.
Of course, we run floats. That, in my opinion, is a better goats. It lets you traverse the map a lot smarter. But we do delve in other comps that slightly break away from 3-3. I believe the audience can tell what it is, but I cannot leak any other information. It is in
obviously
the
we
laboratory.
wouldn't want you to give away the strats. Don't worry. That's why I'm. It's an open question. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more of you guys because you're definitely looking very strong. You've been together for a bit longer than Sakura because they're a very new team. Do you feel that experience is really helping you guys, or what is
this team? The core was, I believe, Spades and Skiz. The new members are me, Snooze, and Jay. Yes,
Yeah.
I believe Heike was. I believe he's stuck there as well. So the core is there. All that was left is just to mesh with new players. In my experience, after 3 tryouts, the coach said, "You know what? I don't have to spectate you anymore. You're good. You're in." So that being said, I believe the time that we're as a team, even though 3 people have more seniority over us, it doesn't matter. We're just a solid team.
They get to call top bunk or bottom bunk.
I mean, that happens when you go on like these training camps, right? He's like,
Oh,
"Oh yeah, you
it's
get top
happened.
bunk or bottom bunk because you're the senior members." But I mean, it depends, right? Sometimes you don't have bottom and top bunks; you just have beds, so it doesn't have to be. But
Rookies sleep with each other.
yeah, so obviously goal is Contenders Trials. Like, are there specific steps you're taking to that regard, like that other teams might not be doing? Do you feel like are necessarily helping you guys out, or is it just we're good players, we're a good team, we're gonna get there?
Well, back to what I said, the core were these 3 members that I've said, Spades, Skiz, and Heike. They have a lot of time on this roster. They've been in the last open division. They've went to playoffs. They have the experience. Our coach, Pokemon Panda, he's wonderful, very big brain. Our staff is really great. Shoutouts to Miata and Rue. I love you guys. And the new members, we're just meshing well. The goal individually is just, you know, to get as far as we can. Me personally, I want to go to Overwatch League. It's just how it is.
Yeah, and I can definitely imagine. But hey, I mean, first the contenders trials, then contenders. You know, the path to pro is definitely there, and we're definitely seeing that happen. So I wish you well in your journey. Obviously, we'll see you play against Citizens the next time around. Should be a good match. Thank you for the interview, Elise. Again, congrats on the win, even though it might not be as it might be a little bit of a hollow victory in a lot of ways. It's still a step forward. So we're hoping to see more of you guys in the future. I mean, we're gonna see more of you guys in the future. So I'll let you go with that one. Have fun with the rest of the team, and good luck in practice in the coming weeks.
Thank you very much. Have a great night.
Thank you very much, Momo. Well, Aries, that was the that was the game. I mean, we might still have an MVP vote going on. Momo, what was that? Oh, we forgot to congratulate Momo. That's
Momo.
Oh, well, hey, Momo MVP. Thanks for the interview again. Congratulations on the win. Like we said, I mean, very different series from the first one we had
Absolutely.
tonight. I mean, 3-2 clutch, you know, come back to a 3-0, just they win. Period.
Yeah,
like
that was just reverse, going from reverse sweep to absolutely demolishing.
You know, it's one of those classic, single or double bracket elimination tournament things where the number 1 seed is played against the number 16 seed, and then they just win. Period. It's one of those classic first round games, and we got very lucky with the first game tonight that it was that close. But first round games aren't always that close.
Not usually.
And this is more in line with what we see happen a lot of 3-0s, and this was a 3-0 with a very, very, very long string of exclamation marks behind it as well. It's just, you know, if you could go lower than 0, that would probably be what happened. And that is nothing against Sakura Gaming. I mean, obviously they gave it a shot, and you can see some glimmers of hope here and there. I mean, they did actually put up some fights here. They actually captured their first point on Assault without getting to overtime. They almost got to the first point on Dorado. They didn't win any fights on Control, but I mean, they did show some glimmers of hope. And if they get put against a little bit of a team that's closer to their not their skill rating, because that doesn't really matter in this tournament, but more of the team tenure, I'd say, so the team level, you're going to see more promising things from them, I feel. So we're going to see that obviously happen in another week, not this week, unfortunately. I think it's actually going to be like 2 weeks away, the 18th of June, that's scheduled their next game. But, you know, we'll see. It's going to be exciting to see where everything goes. So, double bracket elimination, they're not out yet, and we'll see them. We'll see them in the future.
Yeah, definitely. And speaking of seeing people in the future, we'll definitely be seeing us in the future. Metaclass, are you commentating any of this month?
I am. I'm back tomorrow. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. I was at GMT because I live in Europe, but no, it's 7 p.m. EST or EDT, depending on what you want to call it. But it's all going to be great. It's all going to be fun. Going to be here with Sir Waltham, so you're going to hear me scream a little bit more. But going to have a good night. Tomorrow we'll actually have 2 games are going to be the U Waterloo, so that's probably the University of Waterloo, maybe the team. I'm not entirely sure. Then defeating Through, that's going to be their opponents. And after that, at 9, we're going to have Perfection versus Mean Green. So yeah, that's also going to be a pretty fun matchup. A lot of teams I'm not familiar with. I'm actually going to be looking forward to that, looking what players going to be on those teams. But for now, we're going to call the night. Be sure to follow the Watchers Overwatch everywhere. So it's always the Watchers OW on all their outlets. It's on Twitter, it's on Twitch, it's on DLive, it's all there. Some people be getting sick of Twitch. I don't personally get it, but you know, it's a thing. You know, I pay for Amazon Prime, so I kind of have to support the platform. But hey, the DLive crew definitely there. I like the logo, the little ninja there. But follow them there. You can also follow me, Man of Class OW. Follow me mostly on Twitter. Like if anything else happens outside of Twitter, I'll let you know there. Again, a lot of fun projects on the go with a tier 3 and tier 3 plus scene. And Aries, you're an Instagram guy, I've understood.
Yes, sir, I am. You guys can go ahead and follow me on Instagram, keep up with my life, what I'm doing in this world. You can go ahead and go follow me at Ares, ARES _Thompson, THOMPSON, if you guys were wondering about that. And if you guys didn't catch that like that, you can guys go ahead and go check the VOD out, because you guys want to check out the VOD and you want to hear our lovely voices. Or if you're just watching this because, you know, you got to do review, good luck on your review, good luck on your next game. I know this sounds weird if you guys are watching this live and you guys are not commentating or competing, but yeah, there's that. And yeah, go do that. And, you know, we hope to have a great Watchers Brawl number 6, at least so far. We've had a great one so far, and I'll be here every single Monday commentating both series, starting from 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then the second game starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it'll be great to commentate with you guys. I'll be having Threepwood next Monday, I'm pretty sure, and then I'll have actually don't have you a couple Mondays, but yeah, we will be commentating a good bit later on today. You guys will be able to hear, or not later today, later on this month, and you guys will be able to hear our great voices, possibly not mine, but we have Refused, the Silent Ninja, behind what you guys have been seeing today. Hopefully no black screens. You know, he's been absolutely awesome. If it wasn't for him, we would not be here whatsoever. He is absolutely amazing. And yeah, with that, we hope you guys have a great morning, day, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world. We all love you. Happy Pride Month, and adios.